Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? It's your boy X. What's up? Wakanda forever. Uh, Welcome. You already know the whole thing. X-Men Tarot, Oracle, Angelic Messages, soon to be known as Spiritual X-Men Experiences. Alright. Now, just some stuff that, I'll come on here and post videos about just life experiences. That's why, that's why I am switching, my name back to spiritual experiences, because everything in life is an experience. Everything. And finally getting the balls up to, well, after being offered an invitation to, reach out and actually go towards one of my dreams. Come to find out that was a little bit of, a bust. It was like one of those things about, okay, well, yeah, you come to this, for free and this, but you got to go through this and this and this, hell and high water, and then come to find out that then you gonna end up having to pay some extra type of money. But it was once in a lifetime opportunity, so I went ahead and took it. And coming to a place that everybody in the world that knows me know that I've been dreaming of going to. Everybody that knows me knows, one of my dream places, to be. Finally made it, finally here, and shit has been real. Like, it's literally been a dream come true, and it took an initiative towards, sometimes God got to give us a carrot to get us to actually move, to dangle that carrot, in front of us to get us to up and move. And that the invitation that I had received and actually won, so as they put it, was I'm not gonna go into explain about it, but I actually won based off of some stuff that I had wrote, and God used that to get me to step out my comfort zone, not pushing aside worries and fears and things of that, because one of the places I've always wanted to move to, people always deterred it and made it seem like a bad place to go, a bad place to be, because I wouldn't be able to make it or survive, because if I was struggling in the small city that I was in, how was I going to make it somewhere else outside of, the four walls of my hometown? And, I was like, yeah, that's true. Maybe I should, save up, 10 G's to finally take that step. But the thing about doing that, it never happens. It never happens. And wanting to go to the school that I've always wanted to go to, and then Spirit just confirmed that. Well, that's even better. Wanting to go to the school that I've always wanted to go to, and the fact that a lot of their programs are in the state that I'm currently in now. Thank you for that. Yeah, see, when I be talking to y'all, they be talking to me too. That's that signs of synchronicities. I really didn't think about that, and I don't necessarily have to worry about putting in all that just to go for a week and then have to worry about traveling back and forth and doing. Yeah, God sure made a way, and there's a raven. A raven. Look at the spiritual meaning of a raven, man. It basically means, magic is around, manifesting magic, master manifestation, master magician, and things of that. And I've had some help along the way from people that I look up to. And first time made a complete mistake. But, the places that I do go, if there is, someone, I will try to reach out and, really, because if I look up to you, I respect you, above, anything else, like, without a shadow of a doubt. And being a light worker and, after being in the group that I was in and being able to really just through readings and us reading each other and things of that nature and the impact that we had on each other in just a short amount of time and just meeting people from all over the country and forming a true bond, and never met these people, never had more than like 2 or 3 conversations. It's something real. We have people in our lives that we know for years and don't even form that type of connection or bond, or like, hey, just be able to reach out and be like, hey, you know what? And just, talking to them and not having to have like a daily conversation or do anything to get in like the inner circle or clicked up or whatever the case may be. But, just being here, like, I've came across so many open-hearted people, and like, I was at the gas station. I've been in like a few gas stations and stores, or just coming across random people, and hey, what's up? We have a little conversation, and literally like before leaving, I'm like, hey man, love you, man, and that's something that I do, freely, but to actually hear other people do it back, like, really took me at a shock. It took me at an awe, like, oh wow, there are more people in the world like me, because here's had an incident where, and a lot of stuff is assumed. You can never really assume anything about anybody, because assumptions are usually false. And back in my hometown, I would go up to guys and give them a compliment on their appearance and how it is that they dress, or their shoes, or something about that I think is fly. And I've had guys come at me wrong, like, man, I ain't on that gay shit, and da da da. It's like, dude, I gave you a compliment. I gave you a compliment. Just because I give you a compliment don't mean I'm trying to hit on you or see you in that type of way. Like, how and why was that assumed? Like, because if you were to do that to somebody else, that's what... I'm not you, and you ain't me. So don't just assume and jump to conclusions, especially, if there had been, especially like a time frame and somebody has, matured and grew, because, I made a few mistakes and thought something, jumped way into conclusions, like, oh, apologize, complete big misunderstanding, completely, took something the wrong way, because, a group of people and we were trying to figure some stuff out, and I was like, oh, okay, and so then just, but then I've noticed that there's still, some that just, assumed the wrong thing and assumed that, oh, well, you're still the same person that was then, or that, or did this, or that. Like, if somebody, used to steal or do drugs, and it's been like a time frame, and you haven't seen or heard this person, or been around them in so many months, I'm not gonna say like a couple of days, because it definitely takes time to heal from something like that. And then they start coming around, jump into an assumptions and assuming that that person is still that same type of person and is in that same type of mindset is jumping to conclusions and assuming something, especially if something wasn't stated. Because now I'm the type of person where, you know, if there's something I want to like pursue in like a romantic sense, I'm going to state that, because, you know, I've had people that have been like, oh, well, I was trying to talk to you. And it's like, oh, well, I didn't know that because that's not what you said. You know, it wasn't said. And I'm not going to assume that because, you know, you're giving me a compliment and things of that nature that you're hitting on me. You know, I grew up in a place, and at least with the people that I was around, you know, fortunate enough to be around in the school environment that I was in, it was just like that. You know, everybody was just nice. You would go up and hug people. People would kiss other people on the cheeks, and it wouldn't mean anything past that. It was just their way of expressing love in general, just love. Because love, a lot of people see it as just in a romantic sense. So just telling somebody like, hey, you know what? I recognize your strength. I see your light. You know, you're a very courageous person. Things of that. And be like, you know what? I truly do love you. And, you know, you help me grow and stuff like that. Like, which I have said that to a few people. And, you know, I've had, you know, an incident where someone was like, oh, well, that's not, like, whoa, wait a minute. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I didn't say anything about, oh, hey, can I take you out on a date? You know, I want to get with you or anything like that. 90% of the time, I could say 90% of the time. I'll even say 99.9% of the time, I have gotten that same mutual love back. Like, oh, well, thank you. You know, I appreciate that. Actually, you know, I did just, you know, today as well. You know, one of my friends, I was like, man, you know, love you for that. He was like, man, you know what? And you inspired me. And I was like, you know what? You actually inspired me for this. I was like, man, your inspirations are so inspiring, and I truly love you for that. Like, it helped me up in dark times just from you posting the stuff that you were posting on Facebook, and it truly meant so much to me. Like, it brought a lot of signs of synchronicities, and it helped strengthen my faith in God, which I had lost, you know, going through the stuff that I was going through, and to actually be in the place that I'm in now, you know, it's just amazing. And then I was actually surprised when they replied back. I was like, oh, actually, you know what? You're the one that actually inspired me to, you know, add a little bit more emojis to my messages, and, you know, really be more expressing in, you know, my true loving nature. Because it you know, being in places where, you know, your love has been, the love and understanding that you have shown towards people and things like that have been misused and misunderstood, you know, kind of, it closes your heart chakra up and makes you feel defensive and makes you want to feel, oh, well, you have to be protected because this person's out to get something, and this person's out to harm or use me or do this or do that. And it's like, well, those are all, you know, negative energies and negative thoughts, and you know, a form of an entity. You know, because not everybody, you can have a mutual love for somebody just because their soul is beautiful, you know, and don't mean anything besides what it is. Like, everybody know me, I'm a very blunt person. So, you know, if I do feel that way, I'm going to state it. And you're going to know without a shadow of a doubt that was my aim, which I'm not the type of person to really, you know, do that. It took me a while to actually do that. And, you know, the few times I have shot that out, you know, I got shut down a couple of times very harshly. You know, I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, my bad, and went on about my life. You live and you learn. but you know, you're not going to try. It's like being those guys that see somebody and, you know, they're like, oh, hey, you know, what's up, beautiful? Hey, you know, how you doing? Da, 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 da. And they're actually, you could tell that that's, you know, what they're actually trying to spit game. I don't have game to spit. I can't do that. Like, I can't even make up anything off the top of my head. If I say something, it's gonna be corny and coming from a movie, which is why I just don't have time to come up with a line, you know. And then, you know, when said person don't respond back, they're like, oh, well, fuck you then, you know, you was ugly anyway, da, 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 da. Like, what, you didn't just think that when you was trying to holler at them, now you mad. So now the same, you know, little funkiness they sent you, now you allow that to absorb you and take over your light, you know. You could just be like, oh, well, you know what, they not interested, and keep on going. Nothing else needs to be said. Nothing even needs to be replied. You know, somebody gives you that, you just be like, okay. Or even, you know, walk up to somebody, because, you know, I've been, oh, I don't even swing that way. And it's like, okay, like you didn't have, all you had to do was say no. That's it. You don't have to try to tear down somebody or try to cause emotional harm or hurt or anything like that, because you feel, you know, even if you're like taken, or, you know, oh, well, no, you don't see this ring on my finger or anything like that, because I've seen that hasn't happened to me, because when you do go and approach somebody, you look for stuff like that, you know. But there's no need. It's just gonna be like, oh, no, because I've been approached when I was married, and just oh, thank you, I appreciate that, but yeah, taken, sorry, you know. Yeah, you know, maybe next lifetime or something, I don't know, man. And then, you know, you keep on going, right? But, you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I can't believe you just, or, you know. And then, you know, there's other people that'll be like, oh, well, no, you not even my type, you ugly, or this. Like, there's no need. Like, if somebody ain't your type, just be like, you know what, no thank you, not in the dating mood, you know, because your mood towards them is not dating. Like, they don't know. They could just be like, okay, you take yourself off the market, you know. But just to actually, like, hey, you know what, and truly give somebody a compliment and use the word love. Like, I'm not going to change and not be who I am, and, you know, still express that. Like, I've worked with people and be like, dude, man, I love you, dude. And, you know, I didn't have them like, oh, because, you know, a lot of people that I did work with knew that I was trans. I didn't have them like, oh, well, no, I don't get down like that, or I don't, no, like, it didn't come off like that. It was just like, oh, man, I love you too. And, you know, and that was it. Like, oh, you know what, I appreciate that. I needed to hear that today. That made me feel better. You know, love is not just in a romantic sense. If God is love, then love should be everywhere. That's what you see in every human being. You know, I don't have to want you. That's like saying, you know, with a lot of people who are in the LGBTQ community, that a lot of, you know, straight women who don't go that way for whatever reason, they have a defense, you know, of like, do I look gay? And then it's like, you should take that as a compliment. Even before I switched to be transgender, I've looked very manly. So trying to be a drag king, people actually was looking at me like, and the first time I would go perform somewhere, they're like, why is this dude up on stage? And I would hardly get any tips. But then once it was actually acknowledged, because they would ask, like, why was that dude up there? Like, what? Like, I don't get it. Like, why is he a king? Like, because he is actually a she. Nuh-uh, that's a dude. Like, no. You know, the whole thing about drag is putting up the illusion of looking, you know, very closely to the persona that you're recreating. That's why they call it, you know, there's competitions, male illusion, you know, it to give that image, that sense of something being something that is actually not. And then once that was like established, people were like, oh, and then I actually started getting tested. Like, I thought you were a guy. So it was like, okay, well, you have a penis. So yeah, you're attractive, but I wasn't going to give you a tip because, you know, I like people that have vaginas, you know? And it was like, I know that. So that's why, you know, I used to find that very funny. Like, I would have guys come up to me. You know, I've had drag queens very attracted to me. I'm like, man, if you had genetically that one part, you know, I kidnap your ass. That's what I loved about the drag community, and that's where I developed my strength and being able to be as blunt and as bold, and, you know, because all my experiences built me up to where I am and who I am today. And doing drag allowed me to come out and flourish more in my own music, which is what one of the things I truly wanted to do. And not, you know, worrying about, like, I've had a drag queen kiss me on my lips. Like, okay, but I'm not going, like, it ain't going nothing past that, just so that you know that, and, you know, and okay, but I'm not going to take any, or from guys trying to hit on me, I'm not going to take any offense. I'm like, thank you, I appreciate that. And shoot, I take that as a big ass compliment, because a lot of the gay men that I know are picky as hell. So gay man approved. You know, when the gay man hits on you, you got something going on right there. You know, just saying. You know, not trying to, you know, pop my own collar or nothing, but, you know, but like, but I didn't. You know, I didn't go under the fence or the attack because they saw something within me that they found attractive, or, you know, just even with people that aren't, like, love, the word love, if God is love, then love is in everything, and love should be shared with everything and everybody. And I've grown to be able to use that word more freely. Now, if I say, now, being in love is a completely different thing. You know, that's a more of a romantic sense, being actually in love. But just, man, I love you, man. I really love you. Like, that's a sign of appreciation. A stronger, it goes past just appreciated. Being appreciated is like, you know, I appreciate you. You know, I appreciate you too. But being like, man, I love you, that means you truly touch somebody's life. You truly touch somebody's heart. Being appreciated, I see that as like you touch somebody's mind and got them to, you know, change a way of thinking, or, you know, personifying something, or, you know, you alter their reality in a way because that's formed in a thought. The word love means you actually touch somebody's heart chakra. Like, man, that really hit an emotional response within me. And not everything that has an emotion to it has to lead to a romantic sense, or be thought about, or think, or, you know, in a romantic sense. And that's how, like, a lot of people be like, oh, well, you can, you know, for some people, can you have sex with people and still be platonic friends? Yeah, if two people don't have any emotions attached. Now, that it is a tricky situation, because usually down the line somebody develops emotions. But just having, like, yeah, you can. Or can two people break up and be platonic friends? Yes, you can. Or A lot of people feel like, oh, well, if this guy has a best friend and they're female, and vice versa, or eventually they're going to fall in love, or eventually, no, you can be platonic friends with people of the opposite sex, or with beings that are the sex that you are attracted to. Yeah, you can. Like me being FTM and wanting to have a relationship with a woman allows me to, like, I'm more, oh, that's my sticker. I was looking at something. I'm more, a lot of people, oh, well, why you hanging around this girl or that girl? I get along with women and connect more with women than I do with men. Because a lot of guys just don't, a lot of guys that I have been around in the past, that's why I said a lot of guys, because not every guy, I have had some few cool male friends. Most of them just want to sit and talk about sports or sex and I'm just not that type of person. For one, I believe, sex is something that really, truly, like, details of that need to be discussed. It don't even need to be discussed. And if it is discussed, it's with you and your partner, not with your boys or your girls. Because when you do stuff like that, now when you bring your dude or your woman around, like, trust and believe that they're thinking about that. And then people wonder why, oh, I can't believe my best friend tried to, hook up, or my friend tried to, or, my girl tried to hook up with, because now they know that. So yeah, it's a lustful thing that they're going after, but that's what they're going after. So it's like, I mean, every now and then, it shocks me, like, wow, okay, that's not what that was about, but okay. So it really stuns me when it is from, like, other people who do understand, the ins and out about light working and things of that, like, that do come off like very offensive, or having faulty assumptions and things of that nature, when we can't just assume. If you're going around and just assuming something without truly an actual understanding and really knowing the ins and outs of something, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be false. And I think about, all the times that you just assume something about somebody. 9 times out of 10 it was wrong. 9 times out of 10 it was, completely opposite of what it is that you thought it was. Like, and then you're like, oh, well, damn. So it's like judging a book by its cover. And here's a prime real life example of doing something like that. My mom and my aunt had went to a play, and it was downtown in the city we were at. And in our downtown area, there's a lot of, homeless people. And it was a guy who was homeless, based off of, just looking, because obviously he was sitting there on the ground and was asking people for change. And he actually had a sign that says, homeless, getting for change. So it wasn't an assumption. It was, oh, okay, yeah, this man is homeless. And my aunt told my mom, like, man, you better hurry up and, eat your food, because they had some food and stuff, because, he going to ask her for some money. And, I only got this much, and I ain't trying to share with nobody, because once you give one, then another one gonna come up, and then you can't just give to one, and it's like 10 of them. But it wasn't. It was just just him. And so which he did. He was like, hey man, do you mind? No, I ain't got no money. Nope. And my mom was like, now that's just wrong, because he was like, okay, well, could I have some of your food? No, this is mine. I'm hungry. Are you have you tried to find a job? She was quite, blunt with them, and just. And my mom, was like, "Girl, that was wrong. You got all that stuff. You're not gonna be able to eat that by the time we get to the door. The door is like 10 more steps away. You could have gave that man a bite of your food. No, he'd get his own food." So blah blah blah, whatever. They go into the play, and they go to sit down. They watch the play good too, And then towards the end, this man walked out. And the man that walked out the play that they went to was a religious play. Happened to be Jesus. He was playing Jesus. And my mom was like, because he had on the same clothes. The same clothes. Because Jesus was a traveler, was a nomad. He went from place to place and, spread his light and his word and preaching and, giving the gospel. So, they didn't have, washing machines and stuff like that. So their whites wasn't all that white, especially you walking, you over there in Israel. Like, we all know it's dusty, You're dusty. And plus he was the son of a sheep herder. And yeah, had hair of wool, so it was matted and stuff like that. A little dingy. And he actually brought up the fact that, I was outside and so many people walked by, so many people treated me wrong, telling me this and that. And, and he's like, I met a few people that, were kind and kind-hearted and nice. And he was like, but it just surprised me, like, how many people, after the play was over, this is, what he was saying. And my mom was like, see, look at that. You ain't give Jesus no food. Like, my mom told me that story, I was weak. Like, see. And I have been in a situation where I left the restaurant, had something, food that I knew getting dang on well, but realistically, and I just got paid, I'm not going to eat this food. It's going to sit in the refrigerator. And got to a corner and seen somebody just sitting down 10 o'clock at night on the corner. That little sign, just. I remember it was this one guy. It was by the mall. Just left from going out to eat with my ex at the time. And, well, she was my wife at the time, but she's my ex now. But, anywho, and I pulled over in the gas station. Like, what you doing? I got out. I was like, I didn't say a word. Just pulled over in the gas station. Got out. Gave him that. Gave him like $5. He hugged me and just started crying. I was like, it's okay. We all go through bad stuff. We never know. Like, I have a job and everything right now. I'm doing well and doing good right here, right now. But tomorrow the company could go over and I could be in that same position that, you're in. Everybody goes through hard times. Just not too long ago, because just not too long ago before that, I was living at home with my mom, didn't have a pot to piss in, nothing. And thankfully, I still had my mom to be able to stay at my mom's house. And that was another reason why when I got this opportunity to go to a place I've always wanted to go to, and God gave me that carrot, put that carrot in front of me to actually take full-fledged advantage of that and to move. The spot that I'm in now is actually better than where I was at being at my mom's house. Because, right now, I'm considered homeless. Staying at the VA tent. Came down here on everything, I had left. Went out there, I had people like, oh, well, the tolls out there are going to be high and the gas prices are so high and the cost of living is so high, that's a bad idea, But I kept faith in God. I had faith in God, like, no, my intuition's telling me to go. And not listening to, worry about what other people saying and, having them stop me and block me from doing what I needed to do in my life. I'm in a much better situation now than I was there. I got down here, was about to watch a reading. My intuition was like, go to a park and just do some readings. Go down there. I didn't get to that part yet. I'm gonna go do that either later on today or tomorrow. But the reason why he told me to do that was because of something on the way down there to that park. It really had nothing to do with that park. But that was another carrot to give me an incentive. Seen a raven. And that's when I looked up the spiritual meaning of a raven. So I was like, I keep seeing this black bird, but it doesn't look like a crow, because crows just don't look like that. Looked up, and I was like, black birds, and looked up the location of, where I was at, matched that bird exactly. Because it was right there close enough for me to just be like, that is that same damn bird. So I matched it exactly. I was like, yep. Because I was thinking about it, but everybody knows, I drive for Lyft. And I was chilling at the airport. It was like 30 people just waiting. And I'm just like, man, I'm not going to be able to make nothing right here. Like, I'm depending on other people for my survival, for my income right now. An institution, a corporation, and other people, and what it is that they're doing in my life to support my way of living right now. And I was like, no, I got up, and then right when I was thinking that, seen that bird, looked it up. It's like, yep, it's time for me to go. Halfway down here, end up coming across the Veterans Village. The who? Mind you, we have nothing like that where I live. Like, trying to get help from the VA where I live is like pulling teeth. It's hell. You have to have this paperwork, this type of, well, you have to prove to me that this. And then on top of that, because I was staying at my mom's house, it was like, well, we need proof that you've been a resident for at least 90 days in this county. Dude, I drive for Lyft. I have a registered vehicle and a car. I'm on food stamps. If that ain't enough proof, well, no, we need a bill. You have to actually have a residence. If I need help, so you telling me that because I don't have a house of my own, I can't get assistance from the VA in my local county because I don't have a home? That should tell you that, nigga, I'm struggling and need some help. Like, what screams I need help and some assistance, than that. Because before, I had a big pride issue, like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want people looking at me like, oh my God, what did you do? What, you lazy? You just, like, up and quit your job? What happened? Like, what are you doing? And I was like, you know what? Screw everybody, even if that's what the hell they think. Oh, fucking well. Who gives a fuck? If I need help, I need help. So then I went ahead and put on in there, met some beautiful people. It was like, okay, yeah, we get you. Okay, go in here, go down here, go. You're gonna go get this. Go to the tent. This. Boom, boom, this. And I didn't have any negative things. Nothing didn't allow. No, I was like, because I'm just cruising. I've been cruising, just looking at the scenery. Someone just told me look to your right. I looked to the right. Boom, right there. Skirt! Hurry up, pulled off. I actually pulled into like the Navy base, and the dude, I was like, do you mind if I turn around right here? And he was like, because it's a Navy base, he was like, I need your driver's license. He was like, well, next time, don't turn in a place you don't know. I was like, I apologize. Look, I seen the veteran village, and I was looking for a place to stay, so I just decided to do a U-turn. I was actually on my way to the park and happened to come across that. And so, him being in the military, MP was like, all right, and seen the little insignia on the driver's license. So like, all right, I gave you a hard time. I was like, thank you, I appreciate it. He was just like, all right, and went ahead, turned around, got hooked up instantly. No questions asked. No, oh, well, you have to be struggling for, another 88 days and then find a place to live. And then we'll help you. It was actually like, wow. But I have been giving nothing but love out, so why wouldn't I get that back? And so I didn't have a negative mindset going in there. I didn't have like, oh my God, they're going to think this, worry. I didn't allow those illusions and fear, false evidence appearing real to cloud my mindset. I just was like, I'm meant to see that. Go ahead. Went up in there. I had no expectations. None. At all. Instantly got hooked up. Instantly I got hooked up. Instantly. Found out some profound things like that they're doing where they are in this state now. Because where I'm from, it's not like that. It's like hell. Even if you're not a veteran, just getting assistance from the state when you actually need it. Like, I've been in college, and because I was in college, I couldn't get food stamps and I couldn't get Medicaid. It's like, so I had to work 40, 50 hours plus a week, plus go to school full time. Eventually, I ended up dropping out of school because you not saying you can't keep that up, but it's very hard to maintain that. Very hard. Literally, a starving student. Literally. Like, starving artist. Like, yeah. Because, your education, if you put in that's your artwork. So you can, flourish and create what it is you're trying to create. Coming down here and just being met with so much love and support and understanding and generosity and no judgment, and I haven't met not one upset person yet, and I'm going on dates 72 hours of being here, haven't met not one. Okay, well, kind of technically, but that don't really count because it wasn't in person. But not yet. And it was just like, wow. Completely different world. And if I didn't take that leap of faith to actually be able to follow that carrot that God gave me, and hey, go do this. Because how I even got the money to come and everything was, like, my lawyer was actually helping me out trying to finalize my divorce because I didn't have the money for it. So she actually took it up as a pro bono case, and able to do that, she had to pick up another case and have to work both of them simultaneously. So she gave me a refund. 3 days earlier, I got an invitation to do this. I went ahead and was like, yeah, let me go ahead and fill it out, see what happens, It's like, yeah, you could be picked. You could be one of the lucky people. I actually got picked. Come to find out, that was just the carrot. Because, I couldn't afford to be in that program. Not right now, anyway. But it was just the carrot. So then to actually take that leap of faith and wholeheartedly trust God that I was going to have enough gas to get to my location. I was going to have enough of everything that I need until, like, I just ran out of food and well, I mean, I still got some granola bars and applesauce, but to come across that, right, man, Lord, when I tell you He may not come when you want Him, but He'll be there right on time, that's the realest shit ever. The realest shit ever. Because that's exactly what happened. Literally, I bullshit y'all not. Like, I know y'all watching this like, man, get the fuck out of here. Man, dude, I swear. Right hand, left hand on the, left hand on the Bible, right hand to God. In a place that everybody was like, oh, the cost of living is so high. Honestly, the gas ain't that much. And coming out here was not. If anything was really stressful, was the drive itself, because it was just constant driving. I figure if I worked at a place that I could drive standing up on a stand-up forklift for 12 hours, taking 2 20-minute breaks and a 30-minute break, I can drive with no coffee and no music to listen to, just hearing a whole bunch beep, 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 and that's it, and singing songs to my damn self, the ones that I can remember. So 9 times out of 10, it's the same, like, one song or 2 to 3 options, because I couldn't think of anything else or enough words, and yeah, being yelled at because I'm stopping to sit down and have a talk for like 2 or 5 minutes. Hey, okay, you guys gotta get back to work. Okay, can I be social? Damn, I mean, hired a whole bunch of people that took a personality test, so you know we all get along, and you expect us not to have a conversation. Like, that's what makes work enjoyable, is the people, because I can't work somewhere if I don't like the people. And they knew that. That's like a little manipulation that, you know, workplaces use now to keep people there, because they know if they establish bonds, it's going to make people want to come to work every day. And then if you do miss a day, they're, man, where was you at? You know, you my homie. Man, I had to do this by myself. I had nobody to talk to. And so, you know, they like, well, damn, okay, let me try to not go to work. You know, so-and-so going to hand me my ass if I don't go to work. They're going to be like, man, nigga, where was you at? You know, just like you be like, when your favorite employee don't be there, you know, your favorite coworker, you just be like, damn. Now I got to put up with all these people, you know, by myself, and I ain't gonna be out sharing no inside jokes, you know, the little stuff that makes, you know, your day go by a little bit better and, you know, make you have fun, even when you're doing stuff that you really don't want to do, because most of us got jobs, it's just a means to an end, you know. So actually, it's just like, wow, he is truly an on-time God. The things that I struggled with the most trying to establish where I was at, it's coming like that, instant. Because I had faith. I walked by faith and not by sight. I didn't look and see that long-ass road ahead of me and worried about the tolls. Hell, the tolls coming out here, which I completely drove across country. East Coast to West Coast, 30-hour drive, was like, you know, by myself, always finding a rest stop right when I needed to that was well lit, busy. You know, I went to sleep at like 8 o'clock, you know, so I could sleep for 4 or 5 hours, get up and be able to get back on the road, you know, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning during the times that, you know, a lot of other stuff be happening during those times, you know. And just with myself, reflecting on life and everything, like a true pilgrimage. People pay and go to Israel to have that type of experience. Something that I've always wanted to do. Like, I truly just wish I could just get in a car and just drive across country. Like, no, I didn't bring my son. My son is with my mom. Because I didn't want to bring him in that type of environment, because what I'm doing right now, I wouldn't be able to do that. You know, that would have been extra money, and, you know, but he's good right there. Why take him away and have him not be able to watch TV and, you know, not be able to and have to sit in the car seat when he could be, until I do what it is I need to do. Because your kid, if you're miserable, your child's going to be miserable. And getting out of the situation I was in before prove that, because he's blossomed. Talk more open about what it is he wants, and yeah, he whines a lot now, and yeah, now I can't get him to shut the hell up, but he's talking. Before he wasn't saying nothing really. He would always whine or cry or constantly do things that he knew he wasn't supposed to do just to get attention, because for some odd reason he felt like he didn't have a voice. But the relationship that I was in, I felt like I didn't have a voice. So he was picking up on that. And when he did have a voice, he would get in trouble for it. Same thing with me. When I had a voice, I would be emotionally battered and abused, and verbally battered and abused. And then when I stopped that situation, his life completely changed. I mean, yeah, I had to give up something that was hard, because my other son that I didn't biologically have, I love him, still love him. But legally, there's nothing I can do about that. And it was to sacrifice my life and the life that I created for other people's lives, that with one person with a little life that I have no rights to, and true rights to, and in any type of way, and somebody who didn't respect me at all or anything, and was just kind of use me as a free babysitter and opportunity, so they didn't have to pay for daycare. It was sacrifice my life for that, or go out and live my life. God gave me an exit to be able to do so, because Lord knows I was miserable. Everybody knows I was miserable. I was deteriorating. And when everybody's like, man, you seem so much happier. You seem so much freer after, I had healed from the hurt and the pain of going through what it is that I went through, and being manipulated and cheated on and lied to and played, and all type of manipulation and narcissistic ass traits. Because of my life, I attract a lot of narcissists, and I tend to be attracted to a lot of narcissists or people with narcissistic energies. I'll put it like that, because well, see, being a narcissist, and because having a lot of narcissistic traits and having actual narcissistic personality disorder is completely different. But getting out that environment and actually living my life and being able to do the things I've always dreamt of doing in a place I've always dreamt of being in. Met so many people. I'd be like, yeah, I'm from Ohio. They'd be like, dude, I'm from Indiana, man. Oh, I was from, Iowa. Oh, man, I was from Ohio, too. Yeah, I had to get up and go. Yeah, man, I had to get up and go. So I know how you feel. Like, everything came down here, completely different world, completely different atmosphere, this, that. Like, yeah, man, I've been finding help left and right, man. The people here are so friendly, and da-da-da this, and da-da-da that, and da-da-da this, and that. Like, the same thing that I've been experiencing, like, and having like 20, 40-minute conversations with these people. We started talking about cars and, crystals, having people come up and be like, oh man, that arm around your neck is nice, man. Where you get that? Oh, you got that rose quartz? Yo, where'd you get that? Or me be like, oh, hey man, what kind of crystal is that? Oh yeah, that's that. And we just started vibing, and just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. There are people here who are homeless that are more happy and open and loving and caring than people I know that got their shit together. And that's how you tell it's not about material shit. It's about how you feel about yourself. Because ain't no shame in me saying what I'm going through right here, right now. Some people be embarrassed, or oh no, I'm bougie and sedity acting. Like ain't no shame. For what? I used to. But for what? Everybody goes through struggle. It might not be the same thing. The people that are living life now, they're struggling to, oh, I gotta keep this up, and I gotta keep this up, and that, and this, and that, and this, and that one, Or, no, I don't want to ask for help because I don't want nobody to think of this. Or, I don't need no help. I'm independent and none of this. Oh, I got this on my own. Ain't nothing wrong with asking for a little help. Now, it's not being dependent on that. Which I wasn't. I came down here completely independent. Like, you know what? I'm going to be able to drive. I might have to live in my car for a few days and whatnot and until I make ends meet. But you know what? I'll be cool. It didn't even dawn on me to think about looking for a veteran anything. It didn't even cross my mind. And if it did beforehand, I would have had a whole lot of negative thoughts about it because of my experience that I did have, back home. And not just in my city. I actually went to another county, went to another city, and got the same thing. Like, I didn't serve. I can't get no help? Seriously? I gotta be able to prove this and that and this and this. And you guys want this and that and this and that and this and that. I went down there, gave them my social security number. They looked it up. I'm in the damn system. Hell. Yep. veteran. Oh no, we don't care to you being here for 90 days and then. You know, I didn't even ask that. It was like, talk to somebody. I was like, look, they was like, well, what is you looking for? I told them, like, look, everything, anything and everything. Like, just need a little help to get on my feet. All right, we got you. Hey, yeah, we gonna, hold on, call this person. Yeah, can you come talk to my man right here? And you know, when it went and talked to this, this beautiful lady, and you know, she all right. It's like, thank you, man. I love y'all, man. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, man. We love y'all too. You know, y'all deserved, and you know, stuff like this, and you know, and being met with that, it's just been beautiful. And coming in, going to the tent, people like started fixing my bunk up. People going up, hey, how you doing? You know, I'm so and so. Hey, what's up, man? You know, give a love, number love, man, number love. You know, coming up, people just hugging. You know, cause I'm a hugger. So, hey, you know, I'm feeling it, digging it, loving this energy, and can't help but do nothing but smile, 55-50 when I was saying that. Changes and completions. Y'all. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let nobody hold you back. Nothing. Because just the readers that I have come across has literally brought back my faith in God and transformed that. And I have expressed that, you know, to a few of them, from the ones who's been a really influential, had a really big influential impact on my life. One thing, you know, I thought I would assume, and you know, that's why, you know, I speak from personal experience, come assumptions like, oh, you know what, my bad, meant no harm, blah, 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 blah. You know, even still, you know, afterwards, still wanting to be like, look, I, you know, showed, you know, appreciation, was met with some resistance, but, you know, it was just an assumption. So I mean, it's not like I think anything, you know, about it or nothing. I was like, no, maybe, you know, they just took it, you know, the wrong way. It happens, you know, especially when if you have came across people that just do that, if that's what you're used to. I mean, yeah, you know, why wouldn't you? So, you know, hey, ain't no sweat, you know, shit happens. But it still doesn't change, you know, the impact that they had and the impact of the other people that I have found on YouTube has had in my life. Because it literally saved me. It literally saved me from the dark side. Because the road I was heading on, I was told so many times it was supposed to kill me. And I don't mean kill me and, you know, go through it. I mean physically, literally, me no longer living, breathing, heart beating, soul gone. Reincarnation back on this earth again. And in past lives, I never made it to the age that I am now. Because Leviathan always took me out. Always took me out. I either got so depressed or I embodied it and did who the hell knows what. Literally saved my life. Saved my life. And not just mine, because I have a child, my son's life as well. Because if I'm going, you know, he would have ended up in the system. And been another person, you know, in foster care and going through this. Because I'm adopted myself. So at one point in time, I was in the foster care. I was in the foster care for at least 3 months of my life. Just wow. Like I'm a little speechless right now at this moment. Just really, after telling all that and being able to reflect back on it, like I'm speechless right now. All I could look up and say, thank you, God. Like every day. Thank you. Thank you. Just my whole life I was like, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be where I was at. Like in all aspects of my life, including especially location. Everybody that knows me knows. You ask anybody that knows Xavier, where do Xavier want to move and live? California, dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. California, no doubt about it. California, no doubt about it. In the city, yeah, man. I ain't give a damn what city. I just happened to get an invitation to Palm Springs. Like, shit, and it's nice as hell over there. Everybody, I seen a Tesla. I ain't never seen a Tesla. Is it Tesla or Tesla? Well, however you pronounce it. Look, I don't even know how to pronounce it because I just ain't never even seen one where I live. And it's a whole shop. A whole shop. People just out walking about. I ain't never seen little lift scooters. Like, I'm just looking like, what? Oh, look here. Like, geek just cruising. Palm trees every day, just cruising. I ain't never woke up before the sunrise and being able to just look and just wanting to just look and see the sunrise. I never been in a place where I just get up and be like, I want to get up today and start my day. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh well, I'm up. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh well, I'm up. I'm geeked. I'm ready to go. Like, so man, everybody who I followed and follow, like, man, nothing but love. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. I love y'all. I truly love every single last one of y'all. I truly do. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. I've came across so many people even being in live chats and we end up sometimes stop paying attention, like listening to the reading, but also at the same time talking with each other, that I done formed bonds with people that when I just go into a chat with the same person we follow, we end up having a damn conversation. Like connecting and being able to connect and bond with people that you've never met. Because it doesn't matter just walking up and down the street and actually being attracted to them, or, you know, oh, well, this person's proved their worth to be in my life, or proved this or proved that. And no, just connections. Connections. Based off of commonalities and being able to embrace people's individuality and respect their struggle and their life and their experiences, and no judgments, and not thinking anything negative about them because they did this or that or this or that or allowed this or that in their life, or whatever the case may be. There are truly no mistakes, just experiences. Like, even when making this video, if I could inspire just one other person to be able to do what it truly is they feel that their heart desires. Like, my desire is music. I'm a couple hours from LA. Yo. Look, like, shit, like, be a casting call or something. I end up going down and being an extra, and somebody come across one of my videos I did or something. Like, anything. Dreams really do come true. And all people are like, oh, well, how you living? Because I'm living the dream, because I feel like I'm living the dream. This was something I dreamt of doing, being in this location. And I thought that I always had to have this or this or that or this or that. I'm happy with exactly what it is that I have. God grant me a vehicle that was well enough to go out, and I never got a car that I didn't have to fix up right then and there. I mean, yeah, it got a couple sensors on, like the little engine light come on, the little oil light come on, got it checked out, come to find out, no, it's just a sensor malfunction. It doesn't impact the car anyway. No, it's literally a sensor. It's literally a little laser beam in there that's malfunctioning. Okay, well, how much are these parts? Each part, $25 a piece. Get the fuck out of here. And then a car that I've always wanted, an Impala. Always wanted an Impala. Always wanted an Impala. Always. Like, from a car lot I live right across the street from. They just opened up. Little buy here, pay here. Good looking, man. Good looking. Appreciate you, man. Definitely check him out, man. He sells some good cars, because he had, what inspired him to go about it was the fact that he had his mom, they used to go to buy here payers, him and his mom, and they was getting cars that was just breaking down. He was like, somebody need to change this actually to cars that, and people that are honest. I asked him, hey, what's all, or this and this, and he told me about the sensor. He was like, yeah, man, it's nothing serious, it's just a sensor. Gotta check that was just a sensor. I didn't buy cars. I'm like, oh no, nothing wrong with it. Good car. Rolling in it, and the damn motor mount that fell out. That's the thing that holds your motor up. Kaboom. End up losing jobs, losing houses because of vehicles that I had. End up losing good cars because living outside my means, and listening to the people I was with. Well, I don't want to live here, and this. Well, we got to live here in this nice place, and and doing everything that they said. When I was like, my spidey sense is telling me like, no, don't do it, and I'm doing it, and then when it all falls through, but like, I knew I shouldn't do it, and God be like, I told you shouldn't have did it. Man, y'all. I'm in the sun, so I got my battery kind of protected, but I am going to get off here because I don't want, my emergency light to cut on. My phones. It's blocked by a white box, but my shaman cards. But yeah, like, beautiful. And then being here with my people, with veterans, knowing that veterans go through all type of mental stuff, and the mental things that I've overcome, and being able to read cards, from being inspired from all the other readers, and who knows whose life I could impact and change, just like the people who impacted and changed my life, when all they wanted to do was give back, and prompted me to now give back, to want to do readings and start talking to people and reach out to people, and people talk, because people always come up to me and tell me whatever's wrong with them. I've always been like a type of person that people could come to and express and just vent to, and because I ain't gonna tell you business. That's not cool. Even if we fall out, like, I'm just not gonna tell you business. It ain't nobody else's business. Like, you trusted me with that. If you wanted everybody to know, you would have got on Facebook or like, here's for everybody to know. So then to be able to do that and do my music, so I'm literally doing two things that I absolutely, truly love. I always wanted to help people in some way, some shape, some form, create a impact in the world. I literally always wanted to change the world. Like, I wish I could be a superhero. I wish I could be T'Challa, from the Black Panther. And God was like, why can't you? It might not be like how it is in the movies, but why can't you? Me being able to read cards and do my music, just like other people did music and inspired me, and read cards and inspired me. They didn't know, who they was going to impact, or, now some people do it just for the money. But you could tell in the lyrics, the people who actually want to cause change, want to create a chain and a chain effect, like the movie Paying It Forward. You just pay it forward. Just pay it forward to next. You give love, you receive love, give love to somebody else. That person gonna give love to somebody else. That person, I done been in drive-through, you know, and end up having somebody in front of me pay for my food. And I was like, well, shit, well, how much is the... Now, I did ask, like, hey, how much is the person, because, I work on a budget. I ain't trying to spend like $50. It's like, oh, only $10. Well, shit, that's what I was about to buy. It's actually cheaper than what I was about to get. So here, pay for that. We gonna keep this going, and that might inspire them. Like, well, damn, I pay for the person behind me, like, cause that person did that, because I wasn't thinking about that. Was, well, shit, let me pay for them. Pay for them, and it was just beautiful. And the thing about it was, I wasn't even going to get nothing to eat. I was going to get something to eat for one of my friends because they worked at a corner store and they got tired of eating Chinese food and pizza, because that's the only thing we get delivered without paying like $1 bajillion through, Uber Lyfts, because it was a small city, so stuff was a little bit pricey. And because, it's not that much competition. In a bigger city, it's a whole lot of competition. So yeah, the prices are going to be a little lower as far as delivery costs, because they got competitors. When you ain't got no competitors, you can charge whatever the hell you want to charge. And like, she didn't want me to do it. I was like, dude, I don't want you to call you. I'm like, dude, I wouldn't offer it if it was going down my way. Like, come on, what you want? Like, it's really, I'm literally doing nothing. I'm literally doing nothing. Like, I just got my new car. I don't mind. I have nowhere to go, and I just don't want to be out wasting gas. So this gives me an opportunity to just whip my car and listen to some music with going somewhere, not just driving aimlessly, wasting money, adding more pollution to the earth for no apparent reason, more than just a want. So it's like, I'm sure. And came back, it's like, hey, yeah, the person paid for your food. So I didn't pay for it with their money. I paid for it out of my pocket. Like, well, shit, here. Because, I just got, taxes. So I was like, you know what? I got it. I can afford $10 to give back. Why not? Came back, I was like, dude, you actually got your food for free. I was like, see, you didn't even want me to go. She's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, the car in front paid for your meal. She was like, you got to be shitting me. She's like, people don't do that. I was like, there are good people in the world. People do that. People do good stuff without expecting something or wanting something. They just want to share love. People do that. People don't. There are people out there that do that. And there's starting to be more and more people. And I notice the more I raise my vibration, the more I don't have those assumptions about people and all of that stuff, the more blessings I've been able to run into, the more signs and symbols and synchronicities I've been able to notice, and omens and stuff that God's been bringing into my life, and being able to... He's an on-time God. Yes, he is. Man, y'all, I tell you. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. And it's about lunchtime. Go get me something to eat. Y'all know I like my food. All right, y'all. Y'all keep it safe. Always give love, no matter what. And things do get better, and dreams truly do come true. Just patience. Just takes a little bit of faith, patience, and to meet God halfway. That's all he asks. All right, y'all. Catch y'all later. Peace.